Welcome back to Real Talk with EJ. Hello, everyone. I am your host, Jerry. We are back with a sharp dose of motivation, served with truth, with a sprinkle of pure vibes. How are you doing, everybody? If you are watching us from YouTube, thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends, and then also don't forget to hit the notification button so you can see all our previous episodes and equally see the current ones as it drops. But if you're listening to us via Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Acast, Spotify, and all the other podcast platforms, thank you for tuning in. It is an absolute honor to have you guys here. So we are back again. So before we delve deep into the topic of the day, I'm going to quickly our ritual here, the quote for the day. And the quote for the day is basically this. I heard this quote in church. A guest speaker, a guest preacher came and was giving us the word. The word was so powerful. And he said, when he said this thing, it shook my core. He said, niceness is not a fruit of the spirit. Niceness is not the fruit of the spirit. So I can love, basically I can show you goodness. So being good and being nice are two very different things. So I can be good to you without necessarily being nice. So niceness is not the fruit of the spirit. When I heard that, it shook me though. So that's something I need to, personally for me, I needed to, implement into my own life, because sometimes we go above and beyond to be nice, and instead of us actually practicing goodness, because we think, I'm gonna be nice, but by being nice you sell yourself short. So niceness, people, is not the fruit of the spirit. But anyway, so I'm gonna go on the quick break. When we come back, we're gonna just delve deep into the topic of the day, so stick around. I'll be right back. So today we are going to be talking about self-development. Doing what exactly is self-development? Self-development is doing those things that would basically improve your life in a nutshell. So taking new courses, learning new skills, overcoming bad habits, But in other words, it is simply investing in one's self. So if you want to be better, if you want to be a better version of yourself, you have to do the work. The part of the Bible that says faith without work is dead. So you can't wish for a better life. You work towards earning that better life. So right now everybody's celebrating, like, Rihanna is a billionaire, Rihanna's a billionaire. She didn't wake up one morning and became a billionaire. Actually, there was a time she was declared bankrupt. So to go from being bankrupt to being a billionaire, that means there was something she did in between. There were a lot of efforts that was exerted into developing herself, her business, her career to get to the place where she is. So self-development, it cuts across every aspect and every spectrum of your life, physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically. But the question is, what are those things that we need to do to develop ourselves in these areas of our life? I think that's what we're going to be talking about today. So today, very briefly, I'm going to be giving us at least 5 tips on how we can develop ourselves in these different areas. 5 tips on how you can develop yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So I'm going to take you one by one. So the first one is physically. How do you develop yourself physically? 1, move, exercise. Stop sitting down in one place from morning till night. Exercising doesn't only improve your physical health, it also improves your mental health as well. It also improves your basically physical well-being. Your body is the tool that you need to use to do the work that needs to be done. If the tool is not functional, If the tool is not well taken care of, then there is no way that you can properly function. So exercise, it doesn't, it's not only about getting fit, it also improves your mind, your mental state as well, and how you can even basically function in general. So exercise, move is important. Rest and take care of yourself. Number two, rest. We underestimate the power of resting. Basically, take breaks, take short breaks. This basically this personally also goes to me because the workaholic in me would not let me decide to take a break. Do you know the people say motivational speakers will tell you, no, you don't. I'll rest when you die, bruh. Lies from the pits of hell. Resting, not overworking yourself. So let's put it this way: you spend all this time and this energy to work to acquire the wealth, and then you end up using that wealth to take care of yourself and your body. So this is like hustling backwards. So taking rest helps improve your physical health. So three is eat better. Oh yeah, so back to rest. They say, I think I read somewhere, statistics says every adult needs at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. A lot of adults be like, what? I feel divine. Do you sleep? Do you rest? Like, do you rest? Like, when was the last time you had 6 8 hours of sleep? So I personally I personally do this too. I walk through the night. I'm a creative, I'm an entrepreneur, so I want to. They tell you put in motivation speaker to tell you, no, how can you be sleeping when you're supposed to be working, bruh? If I don't sleep, there is no work to be done. The only way I can be most productive in anything I do is by resting. So, I have to personally learn how to train myself to get at least 6 to 7 hours of sleep because for the past few months, I can say I've been working on minimum of 4 hours of sleep, which is extremely unhealthy for my physical health, which explains why I broke down very recently. And it's being sick is not funny, so don't do that to yourself. So anyways, back to the next thing on our list is sleeping more. Okay, I already talked about that, sleeping more. Have fun. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. When was the last time you did something fun? Inviting friends out for dinner, having a home cooked meal and telling people to come over to eat, going to the playground. Like, actually have fun. Get up from your seat, get up from your computer, and just go out there and have a good time. Live again. Be a child. Live like a child. Because I personally believe, like, every time you allow yourself to laugh, laugh. Like, actually, like, crack a smile, because we're way too serious. It's 2021. We're way too serious in everything that we do. So, one way to develop your physical health is to have fun. Give yourself a break. Tell yourself, love yourself enough to tell yourself, you know what? I deserve to shut down the system, close that book, and take a walk outside. See the skies. I know a lot of us. I can't remember the last time most of us actually saw the stars at night, or actually saw what the moon looks like, whether the moon is full today or half today. Those things are very therapeutic, especially for me. I love the moon, so whenever I see any kind of sight of the moon, I'll go sit down outside and just looking at them and just taking it all in. So those are the things that helps me to develop my physical health. So next is my mental health. What can I do to develop my mental health? One, practice mindfulness. Basically, being intentional about the things that we do. Practicing mindfulness, like journaling, taking notes, taking account of what's happening around you, going back at the end of the workday and asking yourself, okay, what did I do today? How did I improve today? What did I do wrong? What did I do right? And what am I grateful for? Take notes of those things, journaling, taking notes. I used to journal. This is also, I used to journal. I don't know why I stopped, but I did. But I knew that, I felt that the times that I journaled, I felt a certain level of peace in my mind. Like, I could think, I could reflect on how my days was going, and it helped me to recognize what I was doing right and what I was doing wrong. So practicing mindfulness is really important for your mental health, and also deepen connections. Deepening connections. We're humans. Human beings are emotional beings. We thrive more by connecting with other people. We thrive more by associating. They say the easiest way to kill off a man is to isolate. And even the Bible says, man shall not live. No, it's not that. The Bible talks about it is not good for man to be alone. So even the creator of man told us that it is not good for us to be alone. So to be isolated from people, it eventually leads to depression, emotional breakdown, emotional instability. And I read somewhere that if you connect more with people, it reduces the chances of having Alzheimer's disease. Is basically the Alzheimer's where you get to forget, eventually lose your memory. So connecting with people, connect more with people, go out, interact with people. Don't say I'm an introvert. I don't talk to people. Talk to people. It is the reason why you are depressed all the time. The reason why you're always walking around moping on it because you're not talking to people. You're not connecting with people. And it always feels good when people come to us and when we have people around showing us love, showing us affection. Every human being responds to that. So deepen your connection with people. Stop having shallow conversations. No, I don't want to get heartbroken. I don't want to get hurt. Bruh, it is not about them. It is more about you. Having those connections improves, lack of a better word, improves your health. Basically, if that's not good enough for you, then I don't know what is. So deepen connections with people. Pay attention to the present moment. Be here. Be alert. Take note of your environment. Stop staying on your phone 24 hours. I was reading, because I'm a single mom, I was reading an article, also I was watching a TED Talk rather, about being present in your child's life, where a child responds when they come to you, Mommy, Daddy, I want to play, and you give them that attention. It lightens up their day, and it makes them feel emotionally connected to you. But the moment you deprive them of that one-on-one time, that present moment, you lose the value of what you could have gotten from that connection. So be present. A lot of us can be in a place and we are on our phones 24/7. We have no idea what's happening in our surrounding. We have no idea what's happening around us. So being mindful and being deliberate about paying attention to your physical environment, what's happening around you, being alert, basically be alert on what's happening around you. So be present, stay here, embrace the moment. A lot of us want to scurry through the process. Okay, I want to get past. It's like, no, there's something amazing about walking through a process of a thing where I am here, even in feelings. A lot of us, for me personally, I've had situations where I was feeling very down. I was feeling very unstable in how I was feeling. I was like, you know what, I want to get through this feeling as quickly as possible. But I learned that allowing myself to feel what I'm feeling and embracing that feeling and asking myself, and then paying attention to what that feeling is doing to me and what I can learn from this feeling, it is one of the best things that can happen to you as a human being and as you go on the journey of growth. So be present. Allow yourself to feel the moment. Allow yourself to smile in that moment. Don't be too caught up in your work, in your phones or on social media that you lose the beautiful things that are happening around you. All right, so next, what can we do to develop our emotional health? One, express. Talk to somebody. Express yourself. Don't bottle it in. I am the queen of bottling things in, and this is also a word for me. Express how you feel. Talk about it. Express. If you're feeling upset, if you're feeling anxious about anything, speak to somebody. Speak it out. Say it out. Because there's something that comes, like that emotion releases itself the moment you speak about it. When you bottle in emotions, you're causing more harm to your heart. You're causing more harm to your mind. Everything is really basically interconnected. So express, talk, tell somebody how you feel. All right, so we're going to go on a quick break. So when I come back, we're going to talk more about the other things on the list. So stick around. We'll be right back.
The person that is with me spending time with me. You understand? And when we are spending that time together, you see, that's where even the words of affirmation or comes to comes
to
alive. You
life.
can breathe.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. Makes
So
sense.
I like quality time, because without quality time, I won't even get to know my spouse.
Okay, so welcome back to Real Talk with EJ. So today we are talking about self-development. What are the things that we can do to improve our emotional health, our mental health, our physical health, and our spiritual health? So far we've talked about the things that we can do to improve ourselves physically. We've talked about the things we need to improve ourselves mentally. So now we are talking about what we can do to improve ourselves emotionally. So we first talked about how to express yourself. So whatever you're feeling, those negative emotions or even positive emotions that you're feeling, let it out, release into the universe so that you can feel free and feel better about yourself. So the next thing you can do to improve your emotional health is to find balance in your life. Finding balance. So basically, we are basically as especially as adults, we are caught up between work and family and friends. So we are being pulled into different directions that requires a different size of us. Family needs this. Family needs us out to be present. Work needs you to be attentive. Your friends, you need to find time for friends. So a lot of these things has a way of affecting you emotionally, making so many feelings pass through you. But in all of that, taking time to find balance, because if you don't find balance, you're going to break, you're going to tilt, you're going to shut down. So finding balance, and sometimes finding balance will require you cutting off some things, require you to eliminating the things that are not necessary, eliminating the things that are not vital to you. It is not selfish to say, but it is on recognizing the things that are going to help you to improve. So self-development is like, say, intentionally making those choices that would help you to move from where you've been to where you want to be. So find balance. The next thing on our list is developing self-care. Practice self-care. Practice self-care. So a lot of us, when we practice self-care, when we always say practice self-care, a lot of us will think, oh, go in a bath, go to a spa. Yes, all of that is good. But practicing self-care also means taking time out to shut down, taking time out to sleep, taking time out to rest, taking time out to calculating your own personal thought process, taking note of those things that you're feeling. Personal self-care, taking note, how am I feeling about this? How does this make me feel? How do I react to this? Because in taking time to caring for yourself also means paying attention. And in paying attention to self, you eventually start to know yourself. And in knowing yourself, you'll be amazed at how far you've come from the person you used to be. A lot of us are just, me personally, I used to just go about the day like, okay, I'm just going to do me. I'm just going to, just do how I'm doing, and I'll eventually grow. But I had to learn the hard way that the only way I could grow was for me to actually stop and be mindful and stop and start taking notes and accounts. How am I feeling today? Why am I feeling this way? What is the thing that triggered this feeling? Is this something I was doing before? Okay, is it something I need to do to change? So taking account of your own self is also part of self-care. Ask yourself the difficult questions. When you find yourself in that emotional turmoil, I used to do this thing where if I'm feeling hurt by something somebody said, if I'm feeling triggered, I have to ask myself, why are you feeling this way? What is it about you that makes what this person said to trigger you? Why do you feel that? And then how can you walk through that feeling? When you take account of self, it makes it easier for you to go through whatever emotions you're going through. It makes it less about the person that said what they said and more about you. It always starts with you. If it starts with you, we start taking account of you, then it's easier for you to even reach out to the person and apologize. A lot of us, when we are hurt, we're like, oh my God, we played the victim. I'm the one that was hurt. I'm the one that needs to be given an apology. I'm the one that needs to be pampered. I'm the one that needs to be, you know, taken care of. But we fail to understand that for there to be a sound, if I do this, if I clap, the sound that comes out from me clapping requires two hands. So it takes two to tango. So for a situation to occur, it means it was something that I did that contributed to that thing occurring. So it's not about them. So we're taking time and say, okay, what did I do to trigger this situation, and what can I do to prevent this from happening? When we practice that consistently, you find that you yourself, it'd be harder for someone to hurt you, if that makes sense. It'd be harder for someone to trigger you because you are mindful and you are conscious of the things that you do. And then another thing that we can do to help our emotional health is talk to a professional, seek a therapist. You know, this like battling life is battling life is not easy. It is not. It is a lot. No school prepares you for life. That's the truth. There's no amount of course, and I feel like I need to get my school fees back because I think the things that I'm experiencing now that I need now, I didn't learn anything of these things in school, secondary school, university, I didn't. But yeah, no school ever prepares you for life. So you learn life on the go, and one of the best ways you can do life or go through life is that actually speaking to people that can help you walk through the emotions that you're feeling. Seek a life coach, get a therapist, sit down, express, talk your emotions through, because not everyone has that ability and the strength to go through life. You know, I can do this. I'm emotionally, I'm intact. Everything, I'm intact. No, sometimes we crack, we break down. We are humans. We are bare mortals. We do have times where it feels like I can't go on. I can't do it anymore. I want to give up on life. That's why we need to seek help. So seeking help, getting a therapist, it's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. It's actually a sign of you wanting to be better, because how I'm feeling, I don't want to feel this way. So for me to get over how I'm feeling, I need to seek help. So speak to a therapist, find somebody. And then finally, spiritual health. What can we do to develop our spiritual health? One, explore your spiritual core. Who are you on the inside? Who are you spiritually? What kind of values do you possess? What kind of qualities do you have? Who are you? Like who have you discovered yourself to be? What are your what are the things that you stand for? What are the things that ground you? Those things that no matter what happens, it doesn't shake you. That's your character. That's who you are at your very core. So find your spiritual core. Find your spiritual moment you find your spiritual core, it is the opening and the start of you getting to developing yourself spiritually. Look for a deeper meaning. That's another thing we need to do. Look for a deeper meaning to life. Find out what is your purpose. We are not just created and to be here on the world just for fun. We are here for a reason. And the talents and the gifts that we possess, it's supposed to serve something. All of this is supposed to mean something at the end of the day. What's going to happen after life? So why am I doing what I'm doing? What kind of fulfillment am I going to get from doing what I'm doing? Am I just doing this for fun or for money? Is there a greater purpose to all of this? So find that. Look for a deeper meaning. When you find a deeper meaning to things, it makes what you're doing it makes what you're doing better. It makes it flow better. It gives you a sense of purpose. It gives you a sense of, okay, when I do this thing, I know that there's something out here waiting for me. I'm not just doing it because I feel like doing it. I'm not just doing it to waste my time. So find for a deeper meaning. Find your why. If you have a good why, then it helps waking up in the morning better. Because I I can wake up in the morning and feel like I don't want to do anything today because I don't even see why I'm doing what I'm doing. Why? Because I've not found my why. But the moment I discover why I'm doing what I'm doing, I get excited waking up in the morning to go do it because I know what I'm going to get at the end of the day. So find my why. Think positively. You know, a lot of this motivational books will tell you the law of the secret, law of attraction. What you think into the universe is what you're gonna call. You're gonna receive. It's the same thing. We are spiritual beings. What you think in our minds are powerful tools. I think I've talked about that in the previous episode. Our minds are powerful tools. What we think about is eventually is going to manifest. So think the things you want to see. Envision the things you want to manifest. Think positively. It is very easy for us to think of the negative things around you. We humans, we tend to respond more to the bad things. You can hear 10 good comments and one negative comment, and it's that one negative comment that we're going to carry on our heads and we're going to rave about and forget the 10 beautiful comments that someone said about us. So think positive. It's hard, but it can be done. Think of I'll put it this way, think of the things you want to see and think about the kind of life you want to live, and live in that in that thought every single day. Let that be your driving force every single day. When you think like that, it makes it easier for you to live in the world. And number 4, travel, see the world. Don't be so confined in your comfort zone and in your space. The world is such a beautiful place. Whenever I look at the different tourist destinations, I am always in awe of what's outside of where I am, and I'm curious to see these places, explore these places. When you get to travel, when you get to see the world, it ignites, it makes you see the wonders of God. In a way, if you step out of where you are and see what life is like, what people are doing, people that are higher than you, people that are doing better than you, you can see people that are doing way less than you, can see people that are also on your level, you can see beautiful destinations, trees, buildings, like so many beautiful things, nature, animals. There's so many things outside of where you are. So take time and leave even if it's just to travel to the next state or the next city or the next local government, go beyond your immediate environment and see the wonders of life. You'll be amazed at what that will do for your spiritual growth and spiritual health. And then finally, pray. Prayer is, I feel like prayer is what ties everything together for your spiritual growth. Pray. Talk to your creator. Talk to your maker. So basically prayer is a dialogue between you and your creator. Talk to him, talk to your God, ask him, ignite him, read, study, learn more about him, learn more about God. I'm a Christian, I'm a child, I'm a Jesus girl any day, anytime. And I take pride in reading the word and studying the word and praying and meditating on the word. And I know that every time I go into my deep corner and pray and meditate and on worship and just be in that moment, even if it's just like 20 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, I always feel refreshed all round. I feel better mentally, I feel better emotionally, I feel better physically, and I feel better spiritually. So taking time out of your whole day and just in that solitude, in that quiet time, that meditation, pray. It helps. So in a nutshell, for me personally, it feels like everything is kind of interconnected. Because if you're mindful about your physical health, actually kind of affects your mental health, which eventually affects your emotional health and spiritual health. And if your spiritual health is a bit shaky, it make your mental health is also shaky. If your mental health is shaky, emotionally you're not there. And if emotionally you're not there, you can't do anything. You can't function. You can't exercise. You can't eat right. You can't do those things. So if one fails, it feels like every other thing fails. So we have the responsibility to take care of ourselves. You have the rest. It's just you. You only you. You have you only you have. You only have this. You only have yourself. You only have this one lifetime to live. The question is, how do you want to live it? How do you want to get to that place you want to get to? I personally, I don't want to be in the same place 4, 5, 6 years. Like every year, I want to feel like I'm growing. I am addicted to growth. I am addicted to better. I feel choked when I look back and I see like, wait, I can't still be here next year. I feel like by next year I should be able to get to a second phase of my life. So, but that will not require me just wishing it to happen. I have to work. I have to put in the work. I have to put in the effort. So yeah, so that's basically it. So self-development. I want to know more about what you do to improve yourself. I want to know more what you do to self-develop. What are those things that you do that I haven't listed, I haven't talked about, please leave in the comment section. Reach out to me. I really want to know. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in today. It's good to be back. Season 2 of Real Talk with EJ is back. I'm happy, I'm excited, and I can't wait to share more content with you guys. And please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Nectar Studios. Real Talk with AJ is powered by Nectar Studios. We're the home of premium content. So subscribe to our YouTube channel, share with your friends, like, comment, and tell us what are the things you want us to talk about. Tell us those topics that mean something to you that you want us to elaborate on. I'm here to talk about it any day, anytime. I am your host, Eno Jerry. This is Real Talk with EJ, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good day.